Hello my dear students, welcome to the third video of superposition of waves. In our last video we have seen about various types of waves, superposition of waves, standing waves, its principle and some examples. Today we are going somewhat deeper to understand the harmonics and overtones and their relationship. So let's move. Firstly, we need to understand the vibration. There are two types of vibrations: free vibrations and forced vibrations. First of all, we'll see free vibration. The body at first is given an initial displacement and the force is then withdrawn. The body starts vibrating and continues the motion on its own. So no external force acts on the body further to keep it in motion. So the example of free vibration is when a simple pendulum is pulled aside and released, it performs free vibration with its natural frequency. Similarly, when a string of guitar is plucked at some point, it performs free vibrations with its natural frequency. Now here we need to underline the word natural frequency. Means in free vibration, the object oscillates or vibrate with its natural frequency. In free vibration, the free vibration of a system means that system vibrates at its natural frequency. In case of free vibrations, a body continuously loses energy due to frictional resistance of surrounding medium. Therefore, the amplitude of vibration goes on decreasing. The vibrations of the body eventually stop and the body comes to rest. So just simply imagine the motion of simple pendulum. In short, you will come to know what is meant by free vibration. Means firstly, we just need to apply some force to the simple pendulum. Then it started vibrating or started oscillating with its natural frequency. After some time, it loses its energy due to frictional resistance of surrounding, and therefore the amplitude of vibration goes on decreasing, and after some time body eventually stop and it comes to rest. So this is about the free vibration. Now let's move towards forced vibration. An external periodic force is applied on a body whose natural period is different from the period of the force. The body is made to vibrate with the frequency equal to that of the externally impressed force. Now, here natural frequency is not there. Here the body vibrates with the frequency equal to that of the externally impressed force. The amplitude of forced vibration depends upon the difference between the frequency of external periodic force and the natural frequency of the body. If this difference is small, the amplitude of forced vibration is large, and vice versa. If the frequencies exactly match, it is termed as resonance and the amplitude of vibration is maximum. Now see, many times you might have heard that the soldiers are not allowed to do march while they are crossing the bridge. It is just to avoid the resonance, because what will happen if the natural frequency of soldiers the forced frequency of marching of soldiers and natural frequency of that bridge may equal, then the resonance can be created there. Just because of that resonance, the bridge may be collapsed. So resonance is the phenomena in which the force frequency and the natural frequency of that body gets matches, and the body vibrates with large amplitude, producing some sound which is called as resonance. So this is happened in forced vibration. An object vibrating with its natural frequency can cause another nearby object to vibrate. The second object absorbs the energy transmitted by the first object and start vibrating if the natural frequencies of two matches. Now some examples of forced vibrations. Vibration of the floor caused by running of heavy machinery. Vibration of car when running in an uneven road surface. Vibration in reciprocating engines due to periodic reciprocating of piston. Now the new point we are going to study is harmonic and overtones. Now you might be heard about harmonics and overtones before. These are some words used in playing the musical instruments. The term harmonic has a precise meaning, that of an integer whole number, multiple of fundamental frequency of vibrating object. The term overtone is used to refer to any resonant frequency above the fundamental frequency. An overtone may or may not be harmonic. Now, one point which is very important we need to study here is end correction. As you can see in this diagram, one pipe is there which is having one end open and one end is closed. Now, the tuning fork is held in such a way that just because of this tuning fork, vibrating tuning fork, the sound wave gets enter the pipe and gets reflected back. Means there are two waves, the incident wave and the reflected wave. Just because of this, one standing wave or stationary wave gets formed. But while the procedure is going, the antinodes are formed at the open end of this pipe, but somewhat at upper side of the open end, not exactly near the open end. It is a short distance applied or added to the actual length. Means the end correction is the correction we need to add some the actual length of resonance of pipe in order to calculate the precise resonance frequency of the pipe. Now, this is the setup for generating vibrations of air column in a pipe closed at one end. The distance of the antinode from the open end of the pipe has been exaggerated. Now as you can see, small l is the length of the pipe and capital L is equals to lambda by 4. This is the vibrating length actually. Now how to calculate the end correction? The distance between the open end of the pipe and the position of antinode is called as end correction. According to the Reynolds, the first approximation, the end correction at an end is given by E is equals to 0.3 d, where d is the inner diameter of the pipe. Thus the length L of air column is different from the length L of the pipe. As you can see in this diagram, capital L is somewhat bigger than the small l, because we need to add one end correction where the antinode is formed, and this end correction is given by 0.3 d. D is the inner diameter of the pipe. This experiment we need to do in a practical lab to find the resonance frequency. Why end correction occurs? The end correction is linear when the wavelength is much larger than the diameter. However, the reflection does not occur at exactly exit, since the wave must leave the pipe to create suction and the resulting out of the phase wave. Thus, the length of the pipe is slightly larger. For a pipe closed at one end, the corrected length for air column capital L is equal to the length of air column in pipe, which is small n, plus end correction at open end, which is E. Now this is just for a pipe closed at one end. Now what will happen when the pipe opens at both ends? The corrected length of the air column L is equal to the length of air column in pipe and the end correction at both ends, which is 2E, where E is equals to 0.3D. Now this is the end correction for a pipe closed at one end and for a pipe open at both ends. Now the relation between harmonic and overtone. Overtone is a term generally applied to any higher frequency standing wave, whereas the term harmonic is reserved for those cases in which the frequencies of overtone are integral multiple of frequency of fundamental. Overtone or harmonics are also called as resonances, and resonance means the phenomena where the object vibrates at large amplitude. Why? Because the forced frequency and the natural frequency of that particular object gets matches. Now the vibration of air column in pipe open at one end. Now consider a pipe closed at one end and open at the other. If a vibrating tuning fork of proper frequency is held near its open end, it sends longitudinal wave in pipe. They are reflected from close end. The incident and the reflective waves interfere and stationary waves are formed. Close end acts as a rigid wall. The air at close end is not to vibrate. Hence a note is formed at close end. Air at the open end is free to vibrate with the maximum amplitude and antinote is formed at the open end. This is simple mode of vibration of an air column, closed at one end, called fundamental mode. Now see diagram number 1. In that, capital L is equals to lambda by 4. Node is present at the close end and antinode is present at open end. Now consider V is the velocity of sound at room temperature, and this is given by n into lambda, means V is equals to n into lambda. Velocity of sound is given by frequency into wavelength. Now for fundamental mode, capital L is equals to lambda by 4, as you can see in diagram. Therefore lambda is equals to 4 into L. In this we can put this lambda is equal to 4L in equation 1, which is V is equals to n lambda. Hence we get V is equals to 4nL. In this we can calculate the value of n, which is given by n is equals to V by 4L. So hence this is the frequency of fundamental mode. L is vibrating length of air column. In this way we have calculated the fundamental mode. Now let's see the diagram number 2. Here, if now same air column can also made to vibrate so that there is a node at close end and antinode at open end with one more node antinode in between. In N1, now consider N1 is the frequency, lambda 1 is the wavelength for the first overtone. As you can see in this diagram, capital L is equals to 3 lambda 1 by 4. Hence, we can calculate V is equal to N1 lambda 1, but we know lambda 1 is equal to 4L by 3. Hence, putting this value of lambda 1 in equation, we will get V is equals to N1 4L by 3. Therefore, N1 is equals to 3 into V by 4L, and V by 4L is nothing but the fundamental mode frequency. Hence, N1 is equal to 3N. N1 is first overtone and third harmonic. Now consider the third diagram. In this third diagram, L is equals to 5 lambda by 4. In this, we will consider wavelength as lambda 2. So now, in this case, the air column is shown emitting second overtone. If N2 is the frequency and lambda 2 is the wavelength for second overtone, then capital L is equals to 5 lambda by 2 by 4. Therefore, lambda by 2 is equals to 4L by 5. But we know V is equals to N2 and lambda 2, N2 into lambda 2. Therefore, we can put the value of lambda 2, 4L by 5 in this equation. Hence, we get V is equals to N2 4L by 5. Therefore, N2 is equals to 5N. This is the second overtone is fifth harmonic. Thus, for air column closed at one end, only odd harmonic are present as overtone. So, you need to understand this thing. Thus, for the air column closed at one end, only odd harmonics are present for overtones. In this one correction is there. Second overtone in and fifth harmonic, there should be lambda 1 not lambda 2. Sorry, there should be lambda 2 not lambda 1. So here it is a printing mistake. Please correct it. Now see, the transverse wave in a closed pipe, what will happen? In a simplest way we can say what I have explained earlier, the simplest way it is given here. So you can refer this. N1 is to N2 is to N3 is given by 1 is to 3 is to 5. Means a pipe closed at one end, open at other end is called as closed pipe. In this, the odd harmonics are present as overtones. So this is the simplest way. Now what we'll consider the vibrations of air column in a pipe open at both ends. Now see, this is the diagram in which the pipe is open at both ends. Node is formed at the center of pipe and antinodes are forming at exit side of the point. Here capital L is equals to lambda by 2, means the length of air column is lambda by 2. Hence lambda is equals to twice L, but we know V is equals to n lambda. Therefore V is equals to n into 2L. Therefore the fundamental frequency is the ratio of velocity of sound and to the twice of length of air column. Now in the second case, if the air column in pipe open at both ends is like 2 nodes and 3 antinodes. So the length is given by lambda 1, but we know V is equals to n1 lambda 1. Therefore V is equals to n1L. Therefore n1 is equals to V by L. Now multiply and divide by 2, we get n1 is equal to twice n. This is the first overtone, second harmonic. So in this way we can calculate the first overtone, second harmonic. Moving towards the third diagram, where 3 nodes and 4 antinodes are formed and length of air column is 3 by 2 lambda by 2, lambda 2. In this we need to put the value of L. So will lambda by 2, we get V is equal to N2 2L by 3 and N2 is equals to 3V by twice L. If we take out 3 as other term and V by 2L as common term, we will get this is the second overtone and third harmonic. The same thing is explained over here. What will happen in open pipe? Now here are the some questionnaires. What are free and forced vibration? Free vibration, only initially we need to give the external force, the body will vibrate with its natural frequency, and after some time it will loses its energy due to frictional due to frictional limitations with the surrounding. But in forced vibration the continuous force is given and the object vibrates with the artificial frequency. And you need to give some examples for free and forced vibration. Now what is end correction? End correction I told you, because uh, how to calculate end correction, what is end correction, and why end correction occurs. These are three important questions you need to understand. Now define harmonics and overtones and its relation we need to explain. See, harmonic and overtones have relation in two different cases: when the pipe is closed at one end and when the pipe is open at both ends. So in this explain vibration of air column in a pipe open at one end or pipe open at both ends. We need to understand the relation between harmonics and overtone. So here I am giving one table over here. This table is helpful to understand and to do the comparative study of fundamental mode for first overtone and third harmonic, second overtone and fifth harmonic, and you can continue like third overtone and seventh harmonic. Means for the every overtone you will have only odd terms of harmonic. This is the example. You need to understand this diagram, unless you can't do the explanation. This is the relationship between harmonics and overtone. See the end correction. Means antinode is not forming exactly at the open end of the pipe, but it is somewhat greater or somewhat bigger or somewhat outside the open end. That's why we need to consider that small length also. It is called as end correction, and this end correction is given by 0.3 D. Now hence in this video we have learned about the free vibration. Free vibration, body moves or body vibrate with natural frequency. Then we have seen the examples of free vibration. Simple pendulum and string of guitar. In free vibration, object loses its energy due to frictional resistance. In forced vibration, the amplitude of forced vibration depends on the difference between the natural frequency and the external frequency. The most important thing here, an object vibrating with its natural frequency can cause another nearby object to vibrate. The second object absorbs the energy transmitted by the first object and start vibrating if the natural frequencies of two objects match. Then we have seen the examples of forced vibrations. You can find out your own examples of forced vibration in your daily life. Then we have seen the harmonics and overtone. Then we have seen the end correction, how to calculate the end correction, why end correction occurs, then end correction for a pipe closed at one end and end correction for a pipe open at both ends, relation between harmonic and overtone. Then we have seen these diagrams and the comparative study in a tabular form. Then vibration of air column in a pipe open at both ends. Now here, this is the end of this video. We'll meet in our next video. Till then, goodbye and take care.